Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to hear more about the Nomad Cosmetics Shanghai palette, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my YouTube channel. If you like first impression videos, swatch parties, will I buy it, and an occasional haul video, well, this is the place for you. I would highly recommend subscribing to my channel, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post a video, which is quite often, and I would not want you to miss any of it. Now, without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, so just the other day, Nomad launched their next palette of the month, and the theme was Shanghai. So they launched this beautiful palette. This packaging is probably one of the most beautiful unit cartons they've ever done. And then the outside of the palette itself is very similar. And then you just open it like this. So it has a different kind of opening style than their usual palettes. Personally, I prefer the traditional, but sometimes it's good when brands switch things up on me so I don't get used to certain things being certain ways. But on the back it says Nomad Cosmetics Shanghai Yin Intense Eyeshadow Palette, the usual stuff, designed on location in Shanghai, China, manufactured at Nomad Labs in China. Net weight is 18 shades at 0.05 ounces or 1.5 grams, and it is a 12-month shelf life. It is cruelty-free and vegan. So all of the stats are right here on the back of the palette, which I appreciate. On the cardboard box, they do have all the beautiful shades and a little bit about the inspiration and the destinations they travel to and things like that. So I really appreciate the detail in this palette, and yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys the swatches because I haven't swatched it yet myself. So let's do that really quick. So once you open up the inside of the palette, we have the two sides. This side is the matte heavy side with one shimmer shade, and then on this side we have 8 shimmers and 1 black matte in the middle. So I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, I really want to swatch the shimmers first, but I'm going to keep it together and swatch the mattes first. My mom always taught me to save the best for last, so we're going to do that. I'm going to swatch the mattes on this arm and then the shimmers on this arm. So hopefully that means you guys will get a good look at all of the shades. I'm not going to lie, the matte shades, kind of a snooze fest for me. I think the shimmers are where it's at. So here is the first row, but this middle shade is called Balance. I can say that without screwing it up. So here is the first shade. It's like a beautiful, almost like a butter yellow. I actually used that in my crease today, so you guys will get to see that in action. The middle shade is just like a mid-tone brown, and then that shade is almost like a bone colored highlighter for lighter skin, in my opinion. Okay, so here are the next 3 shades. This light green is called Snake. We have Yin, which is this like chocolate color almost, and then Fairmont Peace is the darker green shade. Pretty. I really wanted to do a green eye look, but I feel like all of the people that I've seen videos from so far that got this palette in PR have done green eyeshadow looks. So I'm like, okay, let me try to do something different, but I really want to do a green eyeshadow look once I get this video done. Okay, so here are the last 3 mattes. That's like a gray shade. This is the darkest, I think, brown shade in the palette. Just not dark enough for me, in my humble opinion. That one's like very close to my skin tone. You'll see me put it in the crease. The black is really nice. It was very fun to play with. It blends out nicely, but I think you can also really pack it on. So here are the matte shades on my tan skin tone. I'm just going to try and leave them up for a little while because I know you guys really like to see swatches. And sometimes you guys get mad at me in the comment section because I don't keep the swatches up for long. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now the exciting part, we're going to swatch the metallics. I'm going to start off with the shade Sun, which is actually in the matte section. This is a white metallic shade. I actually used it in my inner corner this morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. to film this video because you know why? The hustle is real today. Okay, so the other shade that really caught my attention is this shade Pudong, I think is how you say it. It's so stunning. Oh my gosh, it kind of reminds me of that Pat McGrath color that's in the Bronze Seduction palette, but I do have this on the outer corner of my eye. Such a pretty shade. And then this orange shade is called Harmony. Oh my god, they're so pretty. They look so metallic and stunning. Look at my fingers. So pretty. Okay, I'm about to swatch Dragon, and there's the most beautiful dragon imprint in that, so that's gone. Okay, so here are the next three shades. I have Golden, Prosperity, Yang, and Dragon. So fun. It's almost like a rainbow palette in a sense, you know, because we've got green, red, orange, purple, pink. Well, pink's not in the rainbow, but you know what I mean. The main shades are in there. Okay, so there's the next three shades. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And then we have the last three shades. Oh, it's a beautiful purple, a blue, and a really pretty teal called Oriental Pearl. Oh my goodness. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay, swipe, swipe, swipe. I can't wait to play with the blues and the greens. I can't wait. Okay, so here is the metallic side with all the metallic shimmers. That white shade Sun is actually on the matte side. They like swapped them around for yin and yang, I believe. But how stunning are these metallics? And here are the mattes, so you can see them all together now. I'm gonna keep it up for a little while just so you guys can get a good look and see. You can also just pause the video and look at them if you're really curious, but I will say I'm definitely a fan of the metallic side. I mean, I like mattes, don't get me wrong, but all of these metallics are beautiful and it's so fun to have pops of color. And I actually got the Blend Bunny palette coming my way, so I think that'll be really fun to pair with these metallics as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the swatches. Now let's go ahead and get into how I created this eye look. Okay guys, so we're gonna film the demo portion of this video. The palette is so beautiful. I'm so excited. I feel like everyone's doing the green eye look, and I've been trying to think of like an eye look instead of the green. So I might go into Pandang. I hope I'm saying that right. Because it's a beautiful red shade, although the greens are very tempting. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a clean blending brush and I'm gonna go into the shade, this yellow. It's like a butter yellow, and every single shade has a beautiful print in the pan. I forgot to dust off the brush, so now there's yellow dust all over my face. Also, did I mention it's like 6 a.m. when I'm filming this? I haven't filmed a YouTube video in 2 weeks or so. My dad just left town, in case you guys didn't know or you're new to my channel. My dad came to visit 2020 Valentine's Day, and then the pandemic happened. And then he couldn't get a flight home, so he's been here, or he was here for almost a year with us, and that really helped my life because me and my husband are so busy, and it's just so nice to have like an adult around that we trust, that took care of our house, took care of our pets, and now he's back home, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks, like everything I have to get back into my routine. So I know I sound like a spoiled kid, but it's true. It's true, I am spoiled. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this shade called Bund. It's like a beautiful brown shade. Just going to put that in the crease as well. I actually like that shade. It's a lighter shade, the pigmentation, but I think I like it better than that yellow shade I first put down. Okay, so what appears to be the darkest shade of brown in this palette is actually very much looking like my skin tone on my actual lids. So just keep that in mind in case you're like my skin tone. You might have to pull for a darker shade if you're trying to do like a brown smoky eye type thing. So I want to use the shade Moon, which is the black shade in the palette. Let me see if I can find a small blending brush. So something like this. I'm just going to use that to deepen up this not so deep brown shade. So I believe today is Lunar New Year. That's what my calendar said. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I remember when I did my Q&A, a lot of you asked me to share more about growing up in Sri Lanka. And one of the things I know that we do there that I obviously don't see here is we have a New Year called the Sinhalese New Year, which is one of the ethnicities in Sri Lanka. So we have, I think, 4 main ones. There's Sinhalese, there's descendants of like the Dutch that are called Burgher, and then we have the Tamil, and actually I think it's the 3, yeah, so those 3, and then my parents are mixed. So my dad is Sinhalese, I'm mixed, sorry. My dad is Sinhalese and my mom is Burgher. So growing up, I don't think it really made a huge difference. The only thing is, like, there's like people that are dark like my dad, my mom's a little lighter, and I'm kind of in the middle. So I think that like part of the ethnicity, like being different skin tones, passed on through the generations, even though it's been years since like British or the Dutch or anything occupied Sri Lanka like that. So the Sinhalese people celebrate Sinhalese New Year, and that is always a fun time for my family. So that black blended out so beautifully. I love it. It's not like a scary, very pigmented black. I think you could definitely build it up to be that, but it looks really nice. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, so I'm actually thinking maybe I'll do like a sunset eye, so I'll use these 3 shades on my lid. So everybody say a little prayer, because oh my gosh, to get a yellow to pop on my skin tone, it's a bit of a challenge. Actually, would you guys be mad if I use this, because I think that'll help me get it to really stick on my eyes. So while I do that, let me tell you a little bit more about Sinhalese New Year. So I don't really know exactly why we do it the way we do it or anything like that, but my dad is Sinhalese, so we definitely celebrated it, but not to the extent that a lot of other people in the country celebrate it. It's always my dad's birthday, so we'd always take a little trip as a family and celebrate his birthday and the New Year and stuff like that. And the cool thing is, like, when you head home, like all the resorts and stuff have like different celebrations, all the traditional games, the food, everything. So every year we'd go to this resort, and we'd get to celebrate my dad's birthday, celebrate Sinhalese New Year, and my dad and I and my mom, we really had so much fun, such great memories. And yeah, we'd play all the traditional games and eat all the traditional food, but some people have more like celebrations involved, so I didn't really celebrate it in like a very traditional way, but it was still really a fun memory as a child. So okay, so I just used a little bit of Danessa Myricks color fix in the neons. This is the yellow shade called UFO, and I bought it purposely for stuff like this. For when I was using like a yellow, I wanted to use this as an eye base to help bump it up, because I'm telling you, I cannot use a yellow shade on my lid to save my life. I can never get it to pop as much as I want it to. I think the color fix really does help with that. So I want to use that there, and then I want to use the red shade on the outer corner. I think I need to spray this because the shimmers feel a little bit, not crumbly, but they're very soft. So I'm just going to spray my brush so I don't have a ton of fallout all over my face. Okay, this looks pretty weird, huh? Okay, so we're gonna put the shade Harmony in the middle. So I just cleaned off my brush. It's like a pretty orange color. So I'm going to spray my brush again. That shade's actually peachy. A ton of silver sparkles. So my question to you guys as you watch me do this, what palette should I use next on my channel? I have the Urban Decay. I totally caved and bought it because I'm a little brat and I'm so curious about the quality. So I have that palette, or I have the new Beauty Bay palette, the romance one. So I think I'm going to do a full face of Beauty Bay at some point. But is that like what you want to see next, or do you want to see the Urban Decay next? Or I think I have that It's Belle palette coming. So I could do a look with that. If you guys are interested, yeah, those are kind of your main options. Bought the Kosas, the powder, so I'm very excited. I think that should be here today as I'm filming this. Oh, I bought the Marc Jacobs. I caved. I love coffee so much. So I like this eye better, as these things happen sometimes. But I feel like I look like a party. I got a ton of fallout, and I need to fix my crease. So, you know, I'm a busy camper. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade Moon and just add a little bit more. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done. I'm sure you guys can see there's a ton of fallout under this eye. So I'm gonna clean everything up, put on some foundation, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I had so much fun playing with these metallic shades. I think the one tip I would give myself if I could go back is to probably use less metallics in one go. Sometimes I get really excited and I want to pile on a bunch of shimmers together, and sometimes I think I make it harder for myself than necessary. Also, it might have gone a little less messy if I used a glitter glue, but hindsight is 20/20, so here we are. Anyway, some of the other details, I have a Propa Beauty lipstick on. This is the shade Profits. I'm also wearing the new Pat McGrath highlighter. I wasn't gonna buy this, but then I did because I mean, it's so stunning. So it's beautiful. It's almost like a subtle highlighter, and I honestly didn't love her holiday launch, so I think this one is better. I like the packaging better and stuff like that, but I don't know that this is gonna like blow your mind if you love a punchy highlighter, but I think it has potential, so I will keep trying that. Everything else is gonna be linked down in the description box, including these earrings if I can find them, and my shirt is so cute. I'll show you guys. Isn't that so cute? I got it at Target, so I will link that down in the description box for you guys. Just so you know, those links are typically affiliate links, so I will make a small commission if you use my links and codes, and thank you so much in advance. I don't have a code for Nomad, but I know a few friends that do. I know Amy Loves, and then Legally Black Beauty has a code, so there are a few codes. I have Amy's Indie Makeup Spotlight code document, like she has a Google Doc, always linked in my description box, so if you guys are ever looking for a code to save you some money, I would highly recommend checking that resource. She does a fabulous job of keeping that up, so I just want to mention that really quick. Now, as far as my first impressions on this palette, I really like it. I don't know if it tops Fire and Ice for me, the Iceland palette. That one is chef's kiss good. I feel like this one, it just doesn't have enough depth for mattes as far as I'm concerned. The mattes are very, very muted, and I just love a good punchy, colorful matte shade. So I definitely favor the metallic side. I think these shadows will pair really well with something like my Club Nebula palette, even though Angie already put like the best metallics in that palette. If you want to kind of use it in conjunction with another palette, I think it would pair really well with Club Nebula. Like I said, I also have the Blend Bunny palette coming my way, so I'm very excited because that palette is getting so much hype with having the best, most blendable, colorful mattes, so I will be putting it to the test. I do love a good matte eyeshadow, but I cannot live without a metallic on my lid, so I'm very excited for that. So as far as this palette goes, I'm kind of 50-50. I really like the metallics. Don't love the matte so much, so you guys will have to keep that in mind when you're shopping the palette. Let me know down in the comment section, did you guys pick this palette up? Or are you planning on passing on it? You guys know I love talking to you in my comment section. That's pretty much it. I don't know if I missed anything. You can always ask me down in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye guys! Also, before I go, happy Valentine's Day, Karen Harris makeup fam. I just want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for always supporting my channel. Okay, that's it. I'm done now. Bye!